percussion friends, it's Mrs. Tosh Morelli here to help you with page 7, Bells. All right, at the top of page 7, song number 8, A Breath of Fresh Air, we are changing from playing only 4 quarter notes followed by 4 quarter rests to now 8 quarter notes and 4 quarter rests. So we're going to review our letter names. D is the one that is dangling from the line. C is the one with the little mustache line. And B flat has both a flat sign and a hat. So in song number 8, it goes 1, 2, ready, say the letters. D, 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 D. Rest, 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 rest. C, 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 C. Rest, 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 rest. B flat, 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 B flat. All right, so remember Miss Tosh Morelli's rule of if you are going to play the same note over and over again, you can use the same hand. So you're going to take your right hand and you're going to hover it over your D. You're going to take your left hand and you're going to hover it over your C. But Mrs. Tosh Morelli, you say, how am I going to play the B flat at the end of the song if my mallets are over C and D? Easy answer, my friends. You are going to move one hand during that last measure of rests. Okay, so during the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th measure box, you have 4 rests. You are going to choose a hand. Either your left hand slides down or your right hand reaches out for the B flat. You can choose which hand that you like. Let's play together song number 8. 1, 2, read, say, and play. D, 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 D. Say rest, 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 rest. C, 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 C. And move a hand during the rest. B flat, 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 B flat. Very good. Song number 8 is a really nice warm-up to do at the beginning of your practice session because it's pretty easy. With songs 9 and 10, we are now changing the letter that we're playing without having a measure of rest in between. So in song number 9, you have 4 Ds followed immediately by 4 Cs. You'll notice that we wrote move over both rests, okay? Because in song number 9, you're going to start with your mallets over top of C and D, and during the 3rd measure box, you are going to move one or both hands so that you are now over C and B flat. I'm going to choose to slide to the left. I'm going to slide my C hand down to the B flat and my D hand over to the C. So I went D to C, and now I'm sliding over C and B flat. In the 6th measure box, we're going to move again because we're going back to C and D. So we're just going to slide right on back. Okay. In song number 10, you start out with 4 Cs and 4 Ds, and then you'll notice that I wrote stay in the 3rd measure box. And the reason for that is because the next notes that you have in song 10 are D and C again, so you don't need to move your arms. You want to stay put. And I wrote stay just as a little reminder because we're getting kind of used to moving during the rests. Okay, so we are going to actually just fake play. Let's get our fingers ready here for number 10. Here we go. 1, 2, fake play number 10. C, 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 D, 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 D. Stay. Rest, 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 rest. D, 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 and C, 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 C. Now move your C hand to the B flat. D, 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 B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat. Now, why is it that I chose to move my C hand down to the B flat for that last part? Well, because I'm playing D with my right hand, and I don't want to go D, 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 then move and try to find it in the middle of a song without a rest. Okay, that's a little little dicey. You might miss it. Okay? So if you move the C hand down to the B flat, you're going to catch it every single time. Practice song 10 on your own. All right, let's look at song number 11, Half the Price, because now we have D's, C's, B flats, spots where we need to move our hands, and we also have half notes that are not colored in. So, first thing I want you to do is I want you to cross out all of the stickings, all of the lefts and the rights, because my rule, you remember, if you're playing the same note, you can use the same hand again. Okay, so the first two different letter names that you're playing in song 11 are D and then C. Okay, this takes up like pretty much the first half of the song. So you're just going to put your fingers on D and C, and we're just going to do the first half of the song right now. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, fake, play. D, 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 half, rest. C, 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 half, rest. Just as a reminder, half note is you hit it and then you wait, okay? Make sure you're not hitting it and staying on there because it's going to get you a yucky sound like this. Ugh. But you're going to just bounce it. You don't have to bounce it harder, you don't have to go bigger or anything like that. You just bounce and then you wait. That's part of why we are saying the notes as we play them. Let's look at the fifth measure box in song 11, where we start with the B flats. Okay, let's go back to fake playing. Put your fingers over D and C. Okay, so we have to move at least one hand to go to the B flat. Okay, I like to slide to the left. I'm sliding both hands. So I'm moving my C to the B flat and my D to the C. But as before, if you want to take your D hand and move over to the B flat, you can do that. The notes in the second half of song 11 are B flat and C. And that's all. We don't have any D's at the end of this song. So here we go. Shift yourself so you are over B flat and C. We're going to fake play with our fingers the second half of song 11, starting in measure box 5, where we have our B flats. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat, half, rest. C, half, rest. B flat, B flat, B flat. All right. So you are going to practice song 11 on your own. First fake play the whole thing, and then real play the whole thing until you get it right. Feel free to rewind this video and fake play with me again. For your yellow belt in band karate, you are working on songs 12 and 14. Songs 12 and 14 have a mix of quarter notes that are worth 1, half notes that are worth 2, quarter rests worth 1, half rests worth 2, D's, C's, and B flats. What you want to do is you want to go through and say all the letter names first for yourself to review what they are. Make sure that you are saying the letter names for the right number of beats. Then you're going to fake play with your fingers so you know where to move. Feel free to use a pencil and write the word move any place that you find a spot that you need to move one or both hands. All right, let's go ahead and we are going to say all of our letter names in number 12. I'm going to go ahead and fake play as well. The first two notes that I have are B flat and C, and then the next note that I have is a D. So I'm going to use my left hand for B flat and my right hand for both C and D. Why is that one easier than going B flat with my right hand and then C and then come back over here? The answer is because C and D are right next to each other, it's a very small move. It's a very small move. If you want to put an L over top of your B flat at the beginning of 12, and an R over top of your C in 12, and an R over top of your D, that is recommended. All right, so here we go. We're going to fake play. 1, 2, ready, number 12. B flat, C, slide over, D, half rest, slide back, C, B flat, C, 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 B flat, C, slide over, D, half rest, slide back, C, slide over, D, B flat, B flat, B flat. All right. So for number 14, I want you to pause the video and I want you to say the letter names and fake play it, determine which hands are going to play which notes. All right, welcome back. We're going to play for real song number 14. Hopefully you figured out that your left hand is going to play the B flat at the beginning and your right hand will play both the D and the C. I hope that you wrote in every place that you need to move your hands. If you haven't already done that, go ahead and pause this video and come back after you've done so. All right, here we go. We're going to play for real song number 14, starting with B flat, moving to D. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and B flat, D, C, half rest, C, D, B flat, B flat, B flat, half rest, D, C, 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 rest, 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 B flat, B flat, B flat. All right, boys and girls, practice every day, and I'll see you at your next lesson.